Ladies and gentlemen, good morning. I am Ken Kitts, President of the University of North Alabama, and on behalf of the Board of Trustees and the faculty and staff of UNA, I welcome you to this, our 178th spring commencement. This morning we honor graduates of the College of Arts and Sciences. Let us begin by bowing our heads for a moment of silence as we give thanks for our many blessings this year and for these special graduates here today. Thank you, and amen. Please remain standing for the national anthem. Thank you. Please be seated. Ladies and gentlemen, this ceremony represents a very special time for each graduate and his or her family and friends. To maintain the dignity of this distinctive occasion and out of respect for all of our graduates, we ask that you please silence cell phones, refrain from clapping or cheering until the end of the program, and remain seated until the ceremony is ended so that each graduate's name can be heard when announced. Commencement is a celebration of academic attainment. To bring greetings to you from the academic community of the University of North Alabama, it is my pleasure to introduce you to our Provost and Vice President for Academic Affairs, Dr. Ross Alexander.
Thank you, President Kitts. I too welcome all of you. On behalf of the faculty and staff at the University of North Alabama, I congratulate all of our graduates for this momentous accomplishment. The most recent data indicates that approximately 24.5% of Alabama residents 25 or older possess a baccalaureate degree or higher. Nationally, the percentage is 31. For graduate degrees, the national average is 11.8%, with 9.1% of Alabama residents possessing a graduate degree. Therefore, you can take great pride in earning your degree from UNA as it distinguishes you in the global marketplace. As most of you know, the University of North Alabama enjoys a long history, tracing its origins to LaGrange College, which was established in 1830. There are 793 in your graduating class this semester. With the addition of this graduating class, you are now part of a total of 62,529 students who have graduated from UNA. Today's graduates represent 20 states, including Alabama, and 16 countries. UNA alumni have forged distinguished careers, including a Pulitzer Prize winner for literature, a Grammy Award winner, 2 Alabama governors, a Texas governor, a current Alabama state senator, and 2 current members of the Alabama House of Representatives. Numerous members of the U.S. Congress, a special assistant to the President of the United States, and numerous leaders in business and public service. Your fellow graduates have gone on to attain distinction in their chosen fields, and I know each of you will do the same. Regardless of your chosen career, I urge each of you to find a way to make a positive impact in your community and in the world. Congratulations to you all. Thank you, and roar Lions.
Thank you, Provost Alexander. I would like to introduce now several groups of people who are celebrating this special occasion with you. Please hold your applause until each group has been introduced. Beginning with our stage party, I ask the following individuals to stand when their name is called. Dr. Carmen Burkhalter, Dean of the College of Arts and Sciences. Ms. Amber Fight Morgan, General Counsel. Dr. Kimberly Greenway, Vice President for Student Affairs. Mr. Mark Linder, Director of Athletics. Mr. Bishop Alexander, Director of Alumni Relations. Mr. Evan Thornton, Vice President for Business and Financial Affairs. Dr. Scott Infanger, Faculty Senate President and Mace Bearer. Continuing on the front row, Mr. Ron Patterson, Chief Enrollment Officer and Assistant to the President for Diversity. Dr. Jeff Bibby, Chair of the History Department, who will assist with the presentation of graduates. House Speaker Mac McCutcheon, our guest speaker, who will be formally introduced later in the program. And Dr. Ross Alexander, Vice President for Academic Affairs and Provost. We're also joined today by three members of the UNA Board of Trustees, Mr. Todd Willett, Mr. Simpson Russell, Board Chairman, and Mr. Will Trapp, Board Vice Chair. Please join me in welcoming the stage party. In addition, I'd like to note that we are joined today by many faculty representing the College of Arts and Sciences. Colleagues, thank you for being here today. Also, many members of the UNA staff are scattered throughout the room and working behind the scenes to facilitate this ceremony. Also, we're joined by members of the UNA Wind Ensemble, directed today by Dr. David McCullough. Dr. McCullough and ensemble members, thank you so much for your assistance with today's ceremony. And now to our guest speaker. We are most honored to have with us today the Speaker of the Alabama House of Representatives, Mr. Mac McCutcheon. Mr. McCutcheon has served in the State House for more than a decade and represents House District 25, which encompasses portions of Madison and Limestone counties. Over 550 students currently enrolled at UNA, or about 8% of our total student population, are from that district. Now, I want to try a little experiment here. 8% of our students come from House District 25, and we know that Limestone and Madison counties are both in our top 5 in terms of feeder counties. So I would like to ask, if you're sitting here today as a student, graduate, alumni, friend, family member, if you are from Limestone or Madison counties, please stand and give a welcome to House Speaker Mac McCutcheon. Speaker McCutcheon, your home counties are very well represented today. In addition to his role as House Speaker for the past 2 years, Representative McCutcheon chairs the Joint Transportation Committee, the Department of Senior Services Advisory Board, and the Alabama Transportation Rehabilitation and Improvement Program. He is a U.S. Army veteran, has degrees in criminal justice, and is a retired law enforcement officer. Additional biographical details are noted in your commencement program. Representative McCutcheon and his wife Debbie reside in Monrovia, and we are delighted that he could be here today to speak with you. Everyone, please join me in giving a warm University of North Alabama Lion welcome to House Speaker Mac McCutcheon.
Well, remember, constituents, vote Mac. Let me say that to President Kitts and the faculty, staff, administration here at UNA, what an honor it is for me to be able to be with you today on this special day for you. It is truly an honor as I stand here before you and speak to you. I think it's appropriate that we congratulate not only the graduates that are here today, but we also take time to congratulate the families and those friends and those who love you, who have stood beside you to get you to this point in your life. And graduates, I think it might be fitting that maybe if we give all of our supporters in the audience a hand for their support for you being here today. How about, let's do that. I could speak to you today about the state of Alabama. I could speak to you about the politics of the day and our state government. Unemployment is down to its lowest level. The economy is good. Opportunities for jobs are good. So you move into an area that is encouraging and supportive of your role as a worker and a future employee in our state. I could speak to you today about the changing political views in our country, about the presidential race, about our Constitution and how you view it. I could talk about the different cultural beliefs that we have in the different generations that are represented in this room, from the greatest generation to the baby boomers to the millennials. We could talk about all of those things. But I think the important thing in the message today is about how you will adapt and how you will survive in an ever-changing world. One of the things that I see from my position as Speaker of the House in the state of Alabama and the political process is the difference in cultures and the way we view things. And it is so important today as we move forward and you move forward into our society as a working, voting member of this state and of this country, that you understand the role that you are about to take on. It is a huge step with many, many challenges ahead of you. At this point in your life, the decisions that you will make will carry lifelong consequences. You are no longer considered a juvenile. You move into an adult world. You move into a professional world. You are building your resume now, your relationships, and your future. You will live with the choices that you make. Your degree will help you with your resume, but to build relationships and have a successful future, you must focus on people skills and personal integrity. That is so important. Integrity has been defined to me, and a definition that I hold on to. Integrity is doing the right thing when nobody is looking. I hope you will remember that as you move forward into the professional world. Your faith, your family, your career must be in the proper order. Prioritize them in the proper order so that you will move forward with success. To make a point, I've done some reading about 2019 college graduates and some of the demands that will be placed upon them as they move into the working force and the professional world. In 2019, using senior leaders from companies around the world, the leaders of these companies were asked to identify the skills that they felt were most necessary for the college graduates moving into a professional status. And these are the 5 skills, and they considered them soft skills, but they said they are so necessary in being successful in this world today. Number 1, creativity. Creativity of employees who can conceive the solutions of tomorrow. When we look at things like having a structured life and being creative, it is so important that you adapt and become able to be creative in what you're doing, whatever it may be, in whatever profession that you move forward. Number 2, persuasion, the art of persuasion. Having a great product is one thing, but the key is persuading people to buy into it. And that is so important today in the professional world. And this is about building relationships with people. In the House of Representatives, it's kind of a standing rule that I make to all of the new legislators and those who are seasoned veterans in the legislature. I'll tell them, they'll come into my office and they'll say, Mr. Speaker, I've got a great idea for a piece of legislation. I think it will really help our state and move us forward. And my response to them, I said, well, let's hear it. Let's talk about it. And as we sit and we talk about the idea, they said, well, what do you think? And I said, well, I think it could be something that we need to discuss. But I said, the key is this. Out of 105 members in the Alabama House of Representatives, you're going to have 53 people to agree with you if it's going to go anywhere. I laughed and I said, you could have the best idea since sliced bread. But if you don't have 53 votes in the House of Representatives, it's not worth a hill of beans. And that's where we are when it comes to persuasion. Whatever your profession, whatever job you move into, being able to have that art of persuasion is so valuable. The third thing is collaboration. As projects grow increasingly more complex on a global market, collaboration only grows more important. Collaboration is communication. Being willing to communicate with people and talk with people. You know, we live in a world, and I'm not your generation. I'm moved into the Medicare age now. And from my standpoint, we were debating the other day the lottery in the legislature. And during the debate of the lottery, we were talking about the bill, and I made the statement to some of the leaders in the legislature. I said, we need to make sure that if we're going to present a lottery to the people of Alabama, that they understand what they're voting for. It'll be a constitutional amendment. And I said, they looked at me and said, well, Mr. Speaker, what are you talking about? And I said, well, I'm talking about like going somewhere and buying a paper lottery ticket. And one of the younger legislators in the room spoke up and kind of chuckled and said, well, now hold on, Mr. Speaker. What about the cell phone? States have now lotteries where that you can buy a lottery ticket on the cell phone. Do we want to exclude that generation? And I thought, whew, my age is telling me something here about the new technology that we have. But this is an example of having communication and being able to communicate. My wife buys groceries online now. And she sends me to the grocery store to pull up at a parking spot in front of the store, dial a number that's on the sign, and somebody comes out of the grocery store and brings the groceries and puts them in the car. I take the ticket and I drive away. And the first time I'd done that, I felt kind of sad. I felt like something was missing because I enjoy going in the grocery store and meeting people. I see a lot of constituents in the grocery store, and they talk about everything from the lottery to the budgets. And I'm missing that. Look at online sales. Look at texting. When you start looking at the technology we have available to us today, we are losing a little bit of that talent of being able to communicate with one another one-on-one, looking someone in the eye and speaking with them. Number 4 on the list was adaptability. As an adaptable mind is an essential tool for navigating today's ever-changing world, as yesterday's solutions won't solve tomorrow's problems. Adaptability deals with cultural diversity. We all live out our lives based on the environment we live in. We view things from the environment that we live in. And as we move forward, we must be able to listen, to adapt, to bring people to the table so that we can solve problems. This is so evident, especially in the work that we do from the political side. We hear so many issues, and we deal with so many. Getting those 53 votes, we have to adapt, and we have to be willing to respect each other's cultural diversity as we move forward. And the last thing on the list that these senior leaders of business said was time management. Now, many of you in this class, I think the president said that the average age in this class is about 25. Most of you have had a very structured life when it comes to your time. You have someone telling you that you need to get up at this time, get up, get ready for school. You go through junior high, you go through high school, and here you are at college, and you moved into college, which was a little bit different. You had to start managing some of your time and looking at your schedule. But the senior managers said in the article that I read, they said this was one of the biggest challenges for students who have had such a structured life when it comes to time management. Now they're on their own. They're living on their own. They're working in the workforce world, and they're moving forward. Being able to manage your time becomes so important because you show up for late at work enough days, and you may not have a sympathetic professor that will work with you. You may have a boss that says you are fired. So Pay attention to that and remember that it is one of those things. Never, never. I know these things are saying, well, we know all of this. But the challenge to you today is never, never let these things go out of style in your life. Because they were valuable to the greatest generation. They were valuable in my generation, and they are valuable in your generation. These are time-tested values that you need to hold on to. These may be soft skills, but if you are to be successful in whatever career path you choose, they are so important. Having the ability to communicate, being creative, persuading others to listen, bringing people to the table is an art. To others, it means such an important attribute. Communication is the result of having relationships with others. There's some things that I still believe in that I think time has tested over and over again, such as leave people, places, and things better than you found them. I still believe that you gain success if you are willing to work for it. I still believe that friendships, love, positive attitudes help to build up hope, respect, and promote you to be a leader in whatever environment you're in. I work in a political environment, as I said earlier, as Speaker of the House for the state of Alabama and the House of Representatives. There are 104 members besides myself in that body. My job is to protect the legislative process. It's to ensure that it works for the people of Alabama. Different ideas, different political affiliations. Politics can be very powerful. At times it can be very ugly to try to work through the maze. Special interest, personalities, etc. I could go on and on. What makes our system work for democracy is our ability to build relationships so that we may work together for the common good of the people. When the campaigns are over and the people are elected, it's time for us to sit down, roll up our sleeves, come together as a body, and work together. Move through the cultural differences, move through the politics of the day, and focus on the people. The greatest legislators that we have in Alabama are those that have a heart of servanthood. Those that have not forgotten what they were elected to do, and that's to serve the people. Some of you say, well, that's just a cliche in today's world. But in reality, it's not. It's something that never leaves. If we keep in our hearts and our minds the purpose of being servants for the people, we will do some good things. You are vulnerable when you put yourself out there with an attitude like that. Yes, you're being vulnerable because you may get hurt. You may be mistreated. People may abuse and turn their back on you. That's true, you are. But I tell you that the rewards of an attitude like that outweigh the risk that you have to take. The older I get, the more value I put into people and not material things, the more I see the true meaning of life. I wish you success in the future. And may your success be measured not by the material things that you have, but by the friendships that you make and the good name that you have on your resume when this life is over. Congratulations to you, and I'm very proud of you. Thank you.
Thank you, Speaker McCutcheon. We appreciate your presence here today, and we thank you for those wonderful remarks. It is my pleasure to again introduce the UNA Wind Ensemble and Miss Janie Claskins for a musical selection.
While the storm clouds
The Keller Key Award was established as a memorial to the late President James Albert and Mrs. Marilyn Keller. A Keller Key is presented at each commencement to the honor graduates who, on the basis of having earned all credits for the bachelor's degree at this university, have made the highest scholastic average. Will the marshals please escort to the platform the following recipients of the Keller Key? Ms. Amanda Page Porter, Ms. Lacey Nicole Rowe, and Ms. Megan Lynn Statham. Ms. Porter completes the Bachelor of Science degree with a major in professional biology. Ms. Rowe completes the Bachelor of Arts in English with a major in professional writing. And Ms. Statham completes the Bachelor of Science degree with a major in political science. For this semester, qualifying for the Keller Award meant having a grade point average of at least 4.0 on a scale of 4.0. Please join me in congratulating these students.
The Turris Fidelis Key is awarded to a graduating senior on the basis of outstanding service to the university and scholastic achievement. This honor is the highest that can be confirmed on a graduating senior and is selected by a committee of faculty, staff, and students. There are two recipients of the 2018-19 Turris Fidelis Award. One will be awarded this afternoon. The recipient for this morning is Mr. Dylan Rose. Will the marshals please escort Mr. Rose to the platform? Dylan began his college career at UNA in the fall of 2015 as a member of the Honors College. He graduates today with a Bachelor of Science degree, majoring in psychology with a minor in religious studies. Dylan was selected as a member of Freshman Forum his first semester on campus and has continued serving the university as a resident advisor, student worker in the Office of Admissions, a psychology tutor and teaching assistant, an Honors College mentor, a member of the Undergraduate Readmissions Committee, Psychology Club, and the Honors Student Organization, and the LaGrange Society. This year, he served LaGrange as its commander and has also served as the president of a faith-based group, the Encounter, for 2 years. Giving back is one of Dylan's strengths, which is evident through his participation in the MLK Day of Service, a mission trip to New Orleans, Lions Lend a Hand, A Night to Shine, campus cleanup days, volunteer Saturdays, Walk a Mile in Her Shoes, Loaves and Fishes, canned food drives, letters to the soldiers, and a drive to benefit Vanderbilt's Children's Hospital cancer patients. Dylan is a member of the Psi Chi Honor Society, receiving 2 undergraduate research grants and collaborating on several research projects and publications. He was voted as a promising alumni in the fall 2018 and graduates today with a 3.9 GPA. It is with great pleasure that I recognize Dylan Rose as the recipient of the 2018-2019 Turris Fidelis Award.
The Dean of the College of Arts and Sciences will now present candidates for the conferral of their respective degrees. Would Dr. Carmen Burkhalter please come forward?
As you are able, would candidates for the following graduate degrees in the College of Arts and Sciences please stand and remain standing? Master of Arts, Master of Professional Studies, Master of Science, and Master of Science in Criminal Justice. President Kitts, it is with great pleasure that I present these candidates to you for the conferral of their degree.
Through the power vested in me by the Board of Trustees for the University of North Alabama, I now bestow upon each of you your respective graduate degree. Congratulations. Please be seated.
As you are able, would candidates for the following undergraduate degrees in the College of Arts and Sciences please stand and remain standing? Bachelor of Arts, Bachelor of Arts in Music, Bachelor of Fine Arts, Bachelor of Interdisciplinary Studies, Bachelor of Music, Bachelor of Science, Bachelor of Science in Music, and Bachelor of Social Work. President Kitts, it is with great pleasure that I present these candidates to you for the conferral of their degree.
Through the power vested in me by the Board of Trustees for the University of North Alabama, I now bestow upon each of you your respective baccalaureate degree. Please move the tassel from the right edge to the left edge of your cap. And congratulations. Please be seated. Graduates, you entered Flowers Hall just moments ago as students of this university. Now you're alumni of the University of North Alabama. And in that regard, it is fitting that we hear from UNA Alumni Association President Derek Chapman. Mr. Chapman will now come to the podium to extend greetings.
Good morning. Graduates, it is your day. So first thing is first, smile. So President Dr. Kitts and Board of Trustees, thank you for affording me the opportunity on behalf of the Alumni Association to address the spring graduation class of 2019. I appreciate you and to stand amongst this body of people to engage and celebrate the graduates before getting their diploma. Graduates, the purpose of the Alumni Association is to champion lifelong supportive partnerships between and among our university and its alumni through meaningful opportunities to increase engagement, advancement, awareness, pride, and philanthropic commitment. The benefits of being involved in an Alumni Association: networking opportunities. One of the main purposes of the Alumni Association is to support a network of former graduates who will, in turn, help to raise the profile of the university. Just like most other university student organizations, Alumni Associations aim to bring together like-minded individuals. The Alumni Association understands that even after graduation, many students continue to feel connected to the university or associate a part of their identity with this institution. We know that your academic and social consciousness is heightened upon graduation, and we want to maximize the available opportunity with joining a local club in your area. Through the Young Alumni Group, we have had several networking meetings to bring and rekindle the spirit of UNA to metro cities. Furthermore, our homecoming events in the fall bring thousands back for food, fellowship, and fun. Number two, advancing your career. UNA Alumni Association members can utilize career-related assistance through our alumni mentors. They can help you get on the right career path before and after graduation. One of the things to remember about the Alumni Association is that we want you to succeed. Our partnership with Career Center helps bring a catalyst for alumni and job placement, and for businesses and organizations to have an avenue of high-quality candidates. Through alumni events such as our annual Leadership Summit and fundraising events like Lions Under the Light, you have the opportunity to meet leaders from all disciplines who have a common thread and theme in their DNA, their love for UNA and supporting UNA graduates. And finally, giving back. As being a member of Alumni Association, you're truly an ambassador for our university. When you use your time, talents, financial, and human resources for the betterment of UNA and to influence others to do the same. When you tell a family member about a past college experience, or wear a college paraphernalia to work on Casual Friday, or come back on campus for a university event. When you recognize, express, and demonstrate the strong past and growing future of the university and the essential role of the Alumni Association in the future of the university, you're giving back to the Alumni Association. Spring class of 2019, the first ever Division I spring commencement. Congratulations on your completion and conferral of your degree. In the illustrious words of American singer, songwriter, and actor, Billy Ray Cyrus, with his chart-topping #1 hit, I'm going to take my horse to the Old Town Road, and I'm going to ride till I can't no more. May you continue to prosper, travel down the road of success and greatness while having an unwavering mindset to succeed in everything that you do. As the childhood nursery rhyme said it best, if you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. Royal Lions.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chapman. Well, graduates, we come now to the point in the program that you've all been waiting on. We've had our time on the stage. Now it's your time on the stage. Are you ready to get underway with it? All right, then let's not delay. Will the marshals conduct the candidates to the platform? You will note that Dean Burkhalter will offer congratulations as graduates exit the stage. And again, everyone, please remain seated until the ceremony has ended and the recessional has concluded, so that each graduate's name can be heard when announced.
Abigail Ann Smith. Sandor Gladstone Kimbrough Dibble. Jacqueline Renee Childress. Taylor Lee Goodwin. Brittany Lachey Armstrong. Brian Lee Russell. Sheena Bryant Bergreen. Kayla Bernie Flippo. Akali Fulmer. Michael Shane Dawson. Samantha Alexis Denson. Mackenzie Ann Britnell Wayman. Emily Carlin Edwards. Carrie Mack Blevins. Daryl Lee Johnson. Angela Marie Mansell. Jasmine LaShawn Reeves Asbury. Victoria Leon. Annie Margarita Park, cum laude. Haley Sean Hicks, cum laude. Marland Pruitt. Aaliyah Ajay Jones. Jordan Simone Sanderfer. Autumn Tierra Moore. Tori Ann Haynes. Dustin Lee Culford. Jesselyn Geneve Cooley. Marissa Danielle Childers. Dylan J. Baker, cum laude. Emily Jordan Riddle, cum laude. Chandler Ralph Carrera. Charles Tyler Davidson. Cody Allen Brown. Courtney Dominique Green. Jacob Hardy, cum laude. Michaela Joy James, Honors College. Jenna Brooke Thigpen, summa cum laude, Honors College. Tanner Dakota McGill, cum laude. Mason Troy Tyndall. Haley Jewel Gilbertson, magna cum laude. Allie Elizabeth Brooks, magna cum laude. Kathleen Elizabeth Bobo. Madison Crawford. Madeline K. Bernard. Lacey Nicole Rowe, summa cum laude, Honors College. Taylor Brianne Thornton, cum laude, Honors College. Scott Thomas Griffin, magna cum laude. Ian Stewart Downer. Jacob Brock. Victoria Elizabeth Crabtree, magna cum laude. Andrew Chance Junkins, magna cum laude. Meredith Chandler Mordecai, summa cum laude, Honors College. Tasha Keon Mayberry. Amanda Nicole Schofield, cum laude, Honors College. Mary Grace Camp, magna cum laude. Meredith Kennedy Griffin. Delina Jill Oliver. Randy Trey Gilliland, summa cum laude. Brad Stewart Gutteridge, cum laude. Colin William Lott. Chancellor Dale Stanley, cum laude. Tanner Dwayne Newman. Marianne Lisa Young. Caitlin Laney Hoagland. Madison Paige Lindsay. Mary McKenna Hunt, magna cum laude. Amanda Page Porter, summa cum laude. Catherine Ann Burleson, magna cum laude. Sydney Nicole Springer, magna cum laude. Joshua David Vardaman. Walker Thomas Erickson, cum laude. DeAndre Rennell Roach. Hunter Allen Moat. Brantley Caleb Johnson. Devin James McAllister. Johnny Washington Anderson Jr. Riley Christine Gann. Edward Jackson Townsend. Molly Joyner Timothy. Ashley Faith Brooks, magna cum laude. Hunter Moore Mitchell. James Tanner Burleson. Jordan Kate Lynn Easterwood. Lakin Elizabeth Jones. Michael Luke Bendel, summa cum laude. Bobby Dakota Lopez. Devin Maurice Beeman. Trevor Elliott Gibbons. Colton Dimitri Williams. Chase Anderson Womack, magna cum laude. Peyton Alexander Moran, magna cum laude. Ashton Rebecca Geiger, magna cum laude, Honors College. Madison Nicole Williams, summa cum laude, Honors College. Eli Alvin Dickinson, magna cum laude. Gable Vincent Duke, summa cum laude. David Ellis Montgomery. Jacob Michael Cole. Jamel Lyndon Gardner. Michael D. Wood. Matthew D. M. Wood. John Evan Crowell. Sarah Elizabeth Crowell. Taylor Jordan Maples. Nicholas Cole Smith. Lauren Presley Bowden. Ashton Knowles Harrelson, magna cum laude, Honors College. Lauren Elizabeth Davis. Caitlin Ann Richardson, magna cum laude. Rebecca Lily Roush, summa cum laude. Carly Aki Pickard. Ronald Glenn Wallace, cum laude. Lauren Nicole Garrett, cum laude. Chloe Michelle Brownell, magna cum laude. Abigail Elizabeth Holcomb, summa cum laude. Francisco Javier Lomelli. Charles Micah Rice. Joseph Emmanuel Isom, magna cum laude. Grace Ann Williams, magna cum laude. Erin Kathleen Shockey. Kate Elizabeth Singley, summa cum laude. Harley Glenn Duncan, magna cum laude. Miles Jamal Cameron. Bryant D. Hashider. Kara Annell Wilson. Glenn Hunt Anderson. Kobe Wake Vance. Casey Renee Womack. Jordan Elise Clark, summa cum laude. Savannah Ray Jones, summa cum laude. Abigail Caroline St. John. Hagan Charles Scott. Colby Ty Martin. Elizabeth Money White. Truby Brooke Maupin. Jennifer Page White, cum laude. Kristen Danielle Butler, cum laude. Ashley Lachey Armstead. Candace Hegler Rogers, cum laude. Holly Latrice Brown. Claire Reynolds DeGeorge, cum laude. Tanisha Charday Coleman. Erica Raquel Davis. Constance Marie Johnson Bailey, cum laude. Allison Nicole Davis, cum laude. Melissa Renee Hankins. Mindy Hardy, magna cum laude. Kayla Nicole Voiles. Caroline Grace Rhodes. Brianna Shea Walker. Ashley Nicole Saint, cum laude. Brooklyn Alexandra Greenleaf, summa cum laude. Courtney Renee Jones. Ambria Denise Darby. Jalen Antoine Dredd. Thomas Gilbert Carter III, summa cum laude. Dalton Alex Wright, cum laude, Honors College. Shaquanda Lee Jenkins. Sarah Ann Cooper, magna cum laude. Molly Brookann Keel, summa cum laude. Riley Cameron Lefevre, summa cum laude. Megan Lynn Statham, summa cum laude. Megan Claire Turvin. Erica Suzanne Kimball, magna cum laude, Honors College. Kaylee Ray Allen, magna cum laude. Maritza Azramendi, cum laude. Austin Michael Stinnett, cum laude. Alyssa Lynn Henke. Haley Alexis Hayes. Jade Lynn Johnson. Ashlyn Lindsay Drummond, cum laude. Caleb Gregory Carr, summa cum laude. Amber Victoria Sharp. Caleb Douglas Hood, cum laude. Demetrius Jamar Page. Hannah Faye Holden. Lindsay Rochelle Beck. Kimberly Ann Gilbert, cum laude. Gabrielle Deanne Davis, cum laude. Ashlyn Renee Jean. Tanisha Dale. Takishian Deshay Malone. Hallie Catherine Marie Lang. Anna Catherine Swan. Haley Christine Lynham. Harley Nicole Babst, magna cum laude. Caitlin Wolf, cum laude. Caitlin Nicole Snoddy. China N. Scholl. Daryl McMillan Jr. Quishana Quiara Orr. Shelby Noel Thornton. Margarita Salvado de Souza. Ana Gabriela Pacheco de Oliveira. Cassidy Nicole White. Thomas Allen Owens. Keenan Stanton Sparks. Bethany May Sparks, summa cum laude. Courtney LaShawn Harris. Chance Tyler Gray, magna cum laude. Dylan Lane Rose, summa cum laude, Honors College. Christina Lee Jemerson. John Ellis Womack, cum laude. John Tyler Ledbetter, magna cum laude. Samuel Woodruff. Benjamin Tyler Farrington. Sarah Jane Cosby. Amanda Danielle Youngblood. Jalira Chalet Woods. Brian Nicholas Presson, summa cum laude. Lucas Cade Wright. Alexander Weston Bowling, cum laude. Harlan Ryle Knight II. Ashley Renee Turnage. Laura Kate Bays. Jacob Joseph Fields, magna cum laude, Honors College. Spencer Mackenzie Brooks. Matthew Gary Garner. Angela Omrich. Sierra Michelle Hill. Haley Brooke Moon. Mary Elena Murray. Holly Caroline Landers. Walker Margaret Maddox. Kendall Ray Kirk. Sarah Elizabeth Boffman. Caroline Joy Thompson, magna cum laude. Arnitra Sherelle Brown. Brianna Shantae Lewis. Emma Grace Melson, summa cum laude.
Ladies and gentlemen, please join with me as we honor all of these graduates with a well-deserved round of applause. Thank you, and please be seated. Graduates, as I'm sure you know, many people have helped and supported you to reach today's goal of graduation. And now I invite you to help me show our appreciation to them. At this time, I would like to ask all parents and spouses of the graduates, please stand and be recognized. Parents and spouses. And remain standing, and let's add grandparents and children. Grandparents and children, please stand and be recognized. All other relatives and all other friends, guests with us today, please stand and be recognized. Thank you all for being here. Please be seated. Graduates, as we near the end of the ceremony, we commend you for your hard work, your personal sacrifices, and above all, the perseverance that's led you to the platform party this morning to receive your degrees. I want you to know we're proud of you, as are your families and friends. And as you leave this university to make your mark in the world, I have but one request, and that is take UNA with you wherever you go. Take UNA with you wherever you go. Carry this wonderful university in your heart, and when you greet your fellow alumni, greet them with a hearty Roar Lions. We send our very best wishes with you. I'd like to thank Dr. Ross Alexander, Dr. Kimberly Greenway, Dr. Kerman Burkhalter, Mr. Ron Patterson, and Dr. Jeff Bibby for their assistance with today's program. I remind the recipients of the Keller Key and Turris Fidelis Awards to come to the stage immediately following the recessional for publicity photos. And at this time, the audience will please rise for the playing of the alma mater and then remain standing for the recessional.
Thank you.